I'm Patrick Manzi, Chief Economist with the National Automobile Dealers Association, here to give you a third quarter of 2020 economic update. Let's start off with some of the key macro variables that we follow. In the second quarter, real GDP declined by 31.7% on an annualized basis. This was a dramatic fall off in output in the country. However, we do expect to see a strong rebound in the third quarter. Real GDP in the second quarter of 2020 is expected to increase by 34.6%. For 2021, we expect that GDP will again turn positive for the year as a whole and increase by a range of 3 to 4%. According to September's jobs report, the U.S. economy added 661,000 jobs, and the unemployment rate fell to 7.9%. It's important to note that beyond those headline numbers, while job gains are still positive, the rate of growth is slowing. We continue to see record numbers of Americans file for first-time jobless benefits each week. In the last week of September, over 1.5 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits, about consistent with levels we had seen in previous weeks. Employment at franchise dealerships has improved steadily each month since bottoming out in April at 888,000 jobs. Before the pandemic, franchise dealerships employed over 1.1 million people. Now, at the end of August, employment is back up to 1,050,000. We will likely continue to see these incremental gains in employment throughout the rest of the year at franchise dealerships. Other metrics that we pay attention to here at NADA include consumer confidence and the ISM Purchasing Managers Index. Consumer confidence has shown some signs of improvement, but we are still well below pre-pandemic levels. Additionally, we've seen a red-hot housing market across the country. Home prices continue to rise as many Americans move to take advantage of record-low mortgage interest rates. At the end of September, new light vehicle sales registered a 16.3 million unit SAAR for the month. This is the first time that new light vehicle sales have topped 16 million units since February. Sales have continually improved each month since bottoming out in April. Through 3 quarters of the year, new light vehicle sales are down by roughly 19% compared to the same point in 2019. Inventory on dealer lots ended September at 2.66 million units. This is up a little over 3% compared to August, but is down 26.7% compared to September 2019. According to J.D. Power, average incentive spend per unit is expected to total $3,964 in September. This would mark the first time that incentives have been below $4,000 in 2020. Demand has been very strong in the pickup, SUV, and crossover segments as Americans continue their shift to light trucks. Through 3 quarters of the year, 3 out of every 4 new vehicles sold has been a light truck, which would be a pickup, an SUV, a crossover, or a van. Tight inventory on the new vehicle side has led to increasing demand and wholesale prices on the used vehicle side. Wholesale prices at auctions peaked in late August or early September and have been receding since, but still remain elevated compared to pre-COVID levels. According to J.D. Power, average transaction prices in September are expected to be up by 5.6% and set a new all-time high for transaction prices. This increase in transaction prices is being driven by consumer demand shifts to more expensive pickups, SUVs, and crossovers. This shift has also been helped by low interest rates on new vehicle financing, available at extended terms in many cases up to 6 years. According to Ward's Intelligence, vehicle production in September is expected to total 1.36 million units. This is roughly flat compared to September of last year. For the whole year, North American vehicle production is expected to be down by a little over 20% compared to the full year of 2019. Now moving on to our outlook for the rest of the year and into 2021. At the start of the COVID-19 crisis, NADA reduced its new light vehicle sales forecast for 2020 from 16.8 million units to a range of 13 to 13.5 million units. Since reducing our forecast, we have seen several months of steady improvement in the new light vehicle market. Today, I'm raising our forecast to 14.1 million units for 2020. We expect that new light vehicle sales will continue to show signs of recovery for the rest of the year, and that this recovery will continue on into 2021.